success is a lousy teacher.
Yeah.
If you're always successful, you ain't learning anything. So what failures, what mishaps, what tough things have you gone through that have kind of been those defining moments for you that we can all benefit from?
I think we all go through these all the time, you know? As soon as we think life is easy, like as soon as life is everything's going good, it's when we maybe don't sharpen our pencil, we're not growing enough, and then all of a sudden we get slapped and knocked down and beaten up, right? Happens all the time. But I would say probably the biggest beating I ever took, I was in my early 20s when I started my first software company. 2001, we're about to go public, and we actually ended up getting a $43 million round done. So you would think, okay, that's great, things are moving along. Shortly after we announced the round, within 90 days, we actually did a Wall Street Journal ad. It was the second time we had done that. The first time we did it, we got tremendous traction, so we did it again. This time, Yahoo, InfoSpace, and OpenWave. All three of them reached out and wanted to buy our company when we did that. They offered us $300 million.
For a purchase.
For a purchase.
Full purchase, not an injection.
We had just raised $43 million at a $100 million valuation, so it was a 3X for the investors. But my investors had in our documents, and this was the first time I'd ever built a company and raised money, that I couldn't sell for less than 5X. They felt that we were a $1 billion company, and I was like, the market's changing, like, let's take this. Like, this is a great deal for everybody. Anyway, we didn't take it. What happened was I ended up getting in a fight with our shareholders. I ended up getting Squozen out of the business. 2 years later, they sold for $150 million. But with the amount of money that we raised, most of that went to preferred shareholders. You know, it wasn't a big win for me. It was a really hard thing because that was like my baby. I wanted to change the world. Like I had this vision of truly changing the world. That hit me for a couple of years, and then I was like, okay, I just need to move forward.
What was the
look back.
What was the main lesson you learned there?
The main thing I learned was, number one, always make sure your investors are aligned with what you want as an outcome. Because if you're not aligned, you don't want that money.
Yeah, not all money is created equally.
Yeah. I think the other thing I learned is a lot of times when you get really close achieving something like massive, a lot of times you let your foot off the gas.
Yeah, the victory lap.
Normal to take your foot
line.
off the gas. Don't take your foot off the gas, right?
I'm at a point where I don't count my chickens before they hatch. I just don't.
Yeah.
And I say this all the time, time wounds all deals, sometimes fatally. I mean, guys, it's not over till it's over. And really, it's not over until that check is in the bank.